Hello, hello, welcome back. My name is Kayla. If you are new joining us here today, please do make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you don't miss out on anything. But here we talk about all things Disney as well as how to plan your Walt Disney World vacation, so stay tuned. Alrighty guys, serious talk today. Not really, but everybody knows that you walk a lot in Disney World. Like constantly, you walk miles and miles and miles every day that you're there. So it's really, really important to make sure that you are taking care of your feet while you're at Disney World. So today I'm gonna share with you some tips when it comes to your footwear, as well as I'm going to show you what shoes I like to bring to Disney World. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to show you all of the different shoes that I like to bring and that Mark Allen will bring. I'm a little crazy because I like to have options, so I have a lot, but I'll go ahead and show you. So my first one is these. I got these at Target. They're their Champion brand, I believe. I got these a few years ago. I've had them. These were my normal just like tennis shoe. This is actually my second pair of these shoes because they are the most comfortable pair of tennis shoes I have ever owned in my life, and I spent $30 on them. They have like that micro foam or memory foam insole, so they're very, very cushioned. They're super, super lightweight, which is why I like them. I'm not crazy about shoes that are heavy or clunky, so I'm very particular when it comes to tennis shoes, but these I love, and they're cute. They have a few different patterns. These ones were the ones that I liked the best, but they kind of, I don't know, they feel a little cuter, I guess, more cute with my outfits than just like a normal tennis shoe. You want to be comfortable, but I also like to be cute when I go to the parks because I know we're getting our picture taken, so I don't want no like jankety tennis shoes. But you know, it's not bad to have the jankety tennis shoes because sometimes those are the more comfortable ones. That's more important than fashion. But these guys are definitely a good bargain, but also really, really great. I remember I wore these basically the whole week last time, and my feet did not get tired or were hurting or blisters or anything once at all. Like, they were great. So Champion tennis shoes, good old Target, 30 bucks. I don't think they have these exact ones, but I know that they have some of the same brand, the same kind of shoe, so definitely check those out. The other tennis shoes that I am bringing, because it is good to have multiple pairs, are my Nike, black Nike shoes. These ones I like. They're not the most comfortable, I'm not gonna lie. They don't have as much arch support, so they do make my feet a little more tired after a bit. With my job that I have, I wear flats and I stand on terrible floor all day long, so honestly it doesn't take much for me to be comfortable, so I'm used to that. But with these, if you do have a little bit more sensitive feet, or you need better arch support, I would not recommend these. But if you just need something that is a nice tennis shoe that's neutral, that's easy, very lightweight, easy to move around, these ones are also really, really great. All right, and number 3, don't judge, these are a little dirty, I need to clean them, but my Adidas. I really like these shoes. I got these for Christmas because I was really wanting something that wasn't a tennis shoe but was a tennis shoe. That way it would look a little better with like dresses and things, just in general, not just Disney World, but just in general. And so I really wanted a pair of these, and oh my gosh, these things are so comfortable. I understand why everyone and their mom has these now. So these also have the foam insole, so they're very, very cushioned. Now when I first got these shoes, they were really, really stiff because it is a little bit thicker, like a leather shoe. So they did take some breaking in, but now I have broken them in. I've worn them enough that they're very comfortable and I can wear these things all day long. They are a little heavier, so if I'm wanting something that isn't as heavy. I probably won't end up wearing these, but they're not too bad. So these are also a really great shoe option. Okay, and my last shoe that I like to bring, these are going to be an experiment. I'm not totally sure how I'm going to feel about them in Disney, and I'll tell you why here in a second. And that is my Chacos. Now, I do really like these shoes. They're really great, and I know a lot of people have the Chacos right now. They come in all different colors and styles, and you can customize them, and they have different straps and yada yada. They do actually have really nice arch support, which is really great for a sandal. A lot of sandals have those really terrible, like super thin like soles of them, and so they do hurt your feet really bad. But these ones are nice. I've noticed that with like the sole of my foot, I've never had issues with that. Now let me tell you where I do have a little bit of an issue with this shoe, and I think it might just be the particular either pair of shoes that I got or the style. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about Chacos in this aspect, and that is with the toe tightening. Now when I walk, so I'll wear them pretty, not super loose, but somewhat loose, but as I'm walking and it's bending, it pulls on this strap, and so it slowly will tighten and tighten and tighten around my toe. And I've noticed that it's gotten better the more I've broken them in, but it does still do it on occasion. So it's bearable, but it can be kind of annoying. So I probably won't wear these for like a full park day, but maybe like on our travel day I'll probably wear it where I know we're only going to be in the park for a few hours. I wore these to the zoo the other week and I was fine. We were only there for a few hours, so they're definitely doable. They're not terrible, but it's one of those things you kind of have to play by ear. So on that note, I'll show you Mark Allen's shoes. So he is also bringing a pair of Chacos. However, his are a little different than mine. So his are not, they don't have the little toe strap. His just have the band, which that's why I told him to get this one, was so that hopefully it wouldn't tighten on his foot at all. And he said that he's had no problems with that. He will honestly probably wear these as much as he can because he does not like to wear tennis shoes. But these are the ones that he is bringing. The strap's not, it doesn't have the double strap, it's just that thicker band, which is nice. So he said it'll tighten a little bit, but it's not, like, it doesn't bother him at all. So that's number one pair of shoe for him. The second pair of shoes that he is going to be bringing, he also has a pair of the same Nikes as me. He has the boy version, and his are gray. So those are going to be his main pair of tennis shoes that he is going to bring. He has a pair of old red Nikes that he's had forever that he'll probably bring as a backup pair. But like I said, honestly, he loves those Chacos and he will probably wear those most of the time. Okay, so that is all of the shoes that we are bringing on our trip. Those are my recommendations. Like I said, probably my number one shoe is going to be these Champion tennis shoes from Target. They're just super comfortable. But what I will probably be wearing the most is my Adidas because they're cute and they're still really comfortable. But honestly, that's one of those things I just kind of play it by ear and see what I'm feeling like for the day. But those are all the shoes that Mark Allen and I are bringing. But let me give you a few more tips on how you can take care of your feet while you're in Walt Disney World. First of all, make sure your shoes are super broken. Do not bring a new pair of tennis shoes or any other type of shoe to Disney World if you do not have them well broken in. If you do, make sure you're not wearing them the entire day so that you can avoid blisters or rub spots. But if you do end up getting some rub spots, that brings me to tip number 2, and that is to bring some moleskin. You can find it at Walgreens or the drugstore or anything. It's basically just like an adhesive pad that has like kind of a softer like fabric on one side. You can stick them to your shoe. I've also seen people like stick them to their foot, which I mean, you do you, but usually you can just stick them on your shoe, cut out a little piece and put it where it's rubbing you, and that's just gonna help soften that so it doesn't give you blisters quite as bad. I always recommend maybe doing something like a zoo day or walk around the park for a while just to kind of test out your shoes before you go, to kind of be able to identify where those rub spots might be so you can plan ahead. But definitely bring some of that moleskin with you. Now, if you do get some blisters, another really good way to kind of help with that is to bring waterproof band-aids. Now, a lot of people will put just like band-aids on blisters. That's just kind of a normal thing. But if you get the waterproof ones, they're gonna stick a lot better because you will be sweating, you're gonna be moving around, you might be going on water rides, it might rain. There's lots of opportunities that you will probably get a little wet, and a normal old band-aid will probably fall off fairly quickly. But those waterproof ones, those suckers, man, they just stay on so good. They do not come off. So think about getting some of those just to throw a couple in your park bag. That way if you get halfway through and you're like, man, this is really hurting, stick a band-aid on there. You'll be fine. Another really good tip to think about is to bring some good socks with you. Now, I know there's all kinds of cute socks and whatever, and people wear all kinds of stuff, but honestly, if you get a good pair of athletic, like almost like workout socks to wear in your tennis shoes, they're gonna give you better arch support, they're gonna be better. A lot of them are kind of like a dry fit sock anyway, which is great because your feet are gonna get hot and sweaty, and those are just a really good investment to have for those days walking around. You're gonna feel better. It's just gonna, they're better for you. Just take my word for it. They're better to have. I do have some no-show ones, which are really nice. They're still the athletic kind of build. They're the dry fit, whatever. I think they're Adidas brand or something. But there's lots of different ones that you can find. But those are really nice so that I don't have socks kind of being bulky out of my shoes, but I still get the comfort of them. So there's lots of different options there. Basically just kind of look up or go to the sports store and kind of see what you're liking. Okay, and my last tip for you guys is to think about changing your shoes halfway through the day. It honestly will make your feet a lot better. Even if you're changing from tennis shoe to tennis shoe, just having something that's a little bit different insole, a little bit different materials, something that's dry, changing that up is going to make your feet feel much better versus wearing the same pair of shoes for the entire day. Now you can definitely do that, and that's fine, and sometimes you don't have that option to be able to get all the way back to your resort, change shoes and then go back, and that's okay too. But if you do find yourself at your hotel at some point in the day, think about just slipping on a different pair of shoes. You're gonna feel much better. Alrighty guys, so that is my tips on how to take care of your little toesies when it comes to walking around at Walt Disney World. What are your guys' favorite shoes that you love to bring to the parks? Do you use any of the same kinds that I do, or do you have stuff that's totally different? Please let me know down in the comments below. And if you liked this video and found it helpful, please do give this a big ol' thumbs up. And if you like me, please do consider subscribing if you are not already. And make sure you hit that little bell notification next to the subscribe button. That way you're notified every time I upload new videos. So that's it. Alrighty guys, we will see you next time.